Hey guys, hope that you're having an awesome Sunday. So, my name is Robin. If you are new to my Facebook channel, welcome. I also have a YouTube channel, Robin's Healing, and feel free to subscribe there as well. All of my videos are posted, for the most part, are posted on there. I have lots of discussions, rituals, etc. So, what I'm inviting you guys to do today, hopefully you can my ring from my glasses is reflecting. So hopefully you can hear and see me okay. Let me know if you can. This full moon is in Libra, so if you would like to, you can bring a paper and a pen. Hi, Valerie. You can bring your notepad with you if you want to join me in a ritual. I'm also going to be pulling up cards to read the energy of this full moon. So, for people that don't know, there's always an astrological sign attached to the full moon and attached to the new moon. So, depending on what sign you are, this energy will affect you differently. This is a super moon, and that just means it's a little bit stronger than normal. Okay, there's a lot more scientific stuff to this, but I'm just giving you the general theme. Hi, Kara. So what we're going to do is I'll give you some time to grab your notepad if you want to join me, and we're going to pull up some cards, okay? So what I do is I set the intention when I'm pulling up cards. And thank you for everyone that joined my Reiki training today. We had some really good laughs, so it was actually a really great group. And I think we all needed to laugh, so that was helpful. And if you do want to, hi Krista, if you do want to join in the training next week, then you can get access to the recording in our Facebook group and all the information on there, and it's only $40, okay? So that's super awesome, just because I'm creating a digital program. And you never know, I might do that again as well, because then it'll give people even more information when they're purchasing. So, full moons are a time of focusing on our blessings. It really is a time of gratitude. You know, if you reflect back to last month when we had a full moon, you know, what are some things that you were going through at that time? Look at how things have shifted and changed. Sometimes we're really hard on ourselves, and Libras really, really like things to be balanced. So that's kind of what we're attempting to do. And so the way that we can bring in balance, the card White, Source, Divinity, and Enlightenment. You can, there's a bit of a glare here. But what the first thing that I notice is that symbol in there, okay? And I believe that's I want to say that's the infinity sign or the or something like that. Anyway, regardless, symbolism is super important, that we're paying close attention to what it is that we want to attract. So notice the signs and notice the symbols. And this was actually a part of our weekly reading as well. And so what the other thing you're going to see here is just, I'm getting everything about attraction, the law of attraction. Pay close attention right now to, again, what you want to attract. So rather than focusing on the negative, you can think about, okay, if there's one thing I want, it's more peace in my life. So where are the areas where I feel like I can't relax? I'm struggling with addiction, whatever it is. And that's actually what you want to release, okay? So as more of our theme card, that's coming up. Trust that there are layers to our emotions as well. So with full moons, it's a time where we're connecting to illusions, meaning with our emotions, we might have more confusion. It's like, is this really how I'm feeling? Is this just like something that's triggering me? It's just like intuition is very, very important. Okay, that's what I'm trying to express here. Okay. And let me know what sign you are as well. Maybe we can tap into that for you guys. And again, how you're feeling around this moon. Have you already done a ritual? Do you typically do rituals? Ladies' Mantle, Mother Healing Alchemy, okay? So this Libra energy is actually masculine, but full moon energy is feminine. The Luna cycles are very much bringing out the good in us. And so it's interesting, going back into balancing male and female energy is super important. We want to be passionate and have leadership, but we also want to nurture how we're feeling. So this is always a time of self-care. And if you don't know, which if you've been on here for a bit, you might know that I'm really working on natural medicine. And so that's about just healing from the earth, that sort of thing. And so we can do that by what we're putting into our body. So make sure that you're drinking lots of water around this time. And just staying on the natural path if you can, getting more fresh air, things like that. Or go outside and do your ritual maybe tonight if you're not able to connect to this, and do it with me now. Scorpio, okay, so you have the water element during a full moon, right? So, and we have our sun sign, and then we have our moon sign, and then we have our ascending sign. So it's really good to know all of those things. But your sun sign is Scorpio. So, why do I want to say your rising sign? Anyway, but your primary one is Scorpio. And so what's coming up there is to just pay attention to, for you specifically, how you're feeling physically. Because if you're really connected to the moon, it can really take a lot out of you. So just really connect to how you're feeling, not just emotionally, but physically, because that will make a huge difference. So if you typically don't do yoga or meditation, maybe this is a time to go inward and do that. Okay, so it's more than just doing the writing piece. And I do think it's important to go outside and find the moon if you're able to. I've been off this weekend actually feeling dizzy, which is new for me, interesting, because in the training that I did today, so maybe you want to catch next week's training and catch up with us in the Reiki. But I said if there's anyone who is feeling dizzy, pay close attention to that, because as I was just sharing, that's about really connecting to everything that I was just saying. Okay. So, absolutely. And of course, there are other reasons why we can feel dizzy too. I'm just saying this is one element and component of it. And the way I look at things is from a chakra perspective, sometimes we have too much energy going on above and not enough below. So if we're doing too much thinking, if we're feeling overwhelmed, we need to bring the energy down to the calming and relaxation. So teas are really great for that. I make customized teas for people, so just reach out to me if you like. Depending on horoscopes, I'm either Aries or Taurus, April 20th. Yeah, I would actually, I kind of feel like you're more an Aries, but you're right, you can go into the Taurus energy, but I'm going to go with more Aries for you, which is also what I am, so there's that fire component going on. So this is actually a perfect time for you to rinse and cleanse yourself of any, of course, emotional things that you're going through. So do this exercise with me. Actually lighting the fire and burning this ritual, the fire element will be helpful for you. Too much emotions right now is not good. It could actually be overstimulating, and I have been feeling that way. I'm like, just turn the music down, like turn the TV off with all the people. It's just been a lot of energy, okay? So that might be for you, just literally just kind of turning everything off, even the electricity, even if you want to open up a window. But do something special for you. Do something joyful, okay? Because that Aries energy wants to be happy. They don't like it when people aren't happy around them. They don't like it when people are bringing them down. Okay, they want to stay up because they like to be up. They're positive. Okay, Cancer. Okay, Capricorn. Melissa says so. Capricorn. That's what my boyfriend is. So you guys are an Earth element. So Libra is an air element. So when it comes to you guys tend to be on the logical side. And as I was saying, with full moon energy, we want to get away from the logical. We really want to connect to what it is that we're actually feeling, not the things that we feel like we should be feeling. So it's letting go of pressure, time restrictions, restraints, any limiting beliefs that you have at this time. Perfect time to start cleansing yourself of those thoughts and any weight that you might be carrying around on your shoulders. Okay. Krista says, I hope that's helpful anyway. Krista says, Cancer ascendant, Cancer moon, Gemini sun. She knows all of her stuff. Pisces moon, Aquarius sun. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff going on there. But first thing I noticed there is the Cancer element, and that's my moon sign. So Cancers, yes, they tend to be on naturally kind of that water element around full moons, tend to feel it extra. So they're often extra sensitive. And so it feels like socializing, getting together in groups, such as exactly what we're doing, is getting together in a group and having the ritual experience with others and feeling the energy of others and trusting that we're all going to get the healing in a group setting. That feels good for you. And if you have like a partner that you want to do this with as well, I think it's a bonding experience. So group energy feels wonderful for you. And I know you do lives too, so it might be a perfect time for you to come on and discuss this energy as well. Hi, Deanna. Pisces, ascendant. Okay, and then so Pisces is still going into that water element. Um, so regardless, any type of water energy, we're going to be a bit more sensitive at this time, right? So taking nice hot baths, even a hot shower with like some essential oils or things like that can be really, like eucalyptus specifically is coming up, or things like lavender, things that really open up your energy field instead of drag you down. And that's kind of our theme right now, okay? So then we have kitchen, creation. Really like this card. Okay, so colors are coming up right away as well. So I'm seeing orange in the background, and then I'm seeing orange with the kitchen. And so orange is the stomach. I just came on, but Sagittarius for me. Haha, awesome. So breathing is coming up right away, because when we carry energy in our stomach, it tends to be like when our belly gets upset about things, when things are really we're just hanging on to everything. We have to release it. So just by doing simple things like breathing right now, you could probably let some things go just naturally to the wayside that you might not be aware that you're even stressed out right now, because we have to stop and actually take time for ourselves to do these things. So if you can't do this exercise with me, do your best to make an effort to do it at some point, okay? Because time doesn't always exist in this video, right? It's still going to connect. So Sagittarius is also another fire element, Kendall. So that makes sense for you. I didn't know that about you. And they like to have fun, as we were saying with Aries energy. They like to keep their energy up. They're not happy when the energy's not great, right? They can get down quickly because of it. So for you, it's just maintaining your energy levels, and especially in Libra energy, just balancing that right now in all shapes and forms. Any way you know how to balance energy, I would recommend doing that. So crystals and stones, you've recently purchased like 3 from me, and I'm going to be giving them to you on Tuesday, so that would be a great thing to connect with. Often underneath the full moon, if you own crystals, you might put them outside and charge them up. For me, I'm fortunate because I have a windowsill that I can put mine up in underneath the moon. So this is just a time for amplifying. So we're actually charging our energy at this time, believe it or not. Even if you might feel exhausted, the moon actually is there to help you. It's to help you improve yourself, so your energy doesn't have to feel this way always. Okay, and Shirley says Cancer. Okay, we already talked about the water element, and just how much Cancers like care and how much compassion they have. So you want to turn and shift that energy, that compassion and understanding that you give to others, back into yourself right now. So lots of heart connection. Anyway, you can, just sit with yourself and feel the energy. And again, feel all the blessings, all the gratitude of being able to let go and being able to have this opportunity that Mother Nature provides us to wipe us clean of all of this. Scorpio, Deanna says, okay, so my ascending sign is Scorpio. So Scorpios tend to be, it's weird. I almost feel like they can be a bit introverted, even though they're like such amazing creatures, just in general. They tend to have like a lot of habits, natural habits through comfort and things like that. So for you, where you might like comfort, and I mean, who doesn't like comfort, but it's about maybe breaking any cycles that you have from from wanting comfort. You know, what are some things that are going to take me out of my comfort zone? Because it's actually part of growth, spiritual growth especially, or emotional, is stepping outside of what's comfortable. So if you could imagine yourself in the future breaking free of any chains or feelings of being trapped, what would that be for you? Right? Think about that stuff. Oh, I will do this for sure. Thanks, girlfriend. You're welcome. Okay. And Bell is Cancer, so there's lots of Cancer energies attracted to this. So alternative course and choices, dress rehearsal. Okay. So this is telling us that we're changing. Literally, when we have somebody changing their outfit, they're changing who they are. They're changing how they want to act, who they want to be. Because at the end of the day, these are again blessings that we have to help us. So if you don't stop and take the time to acknowledge this, it's just kind of like whatever. And I've noticed when people start doing full moon rituals, how much better they feel, because then they're almost like, oh, I didn't think that this was even possible to change such big things. So be patient. Belle, especially, patience is coming up. That's actually one of the things that I'm working in my ritual. Is I purchased this really beautiful big stone and the same little one, and I've been carrying it around and working with it because before the full moon started to connect to what it is that I want, so to start feeling. And I've noticed that I'm definitely being tested based on saying what I want to attract. Okay, so although new moons are new energy and full moons are like letting go, both times are good for both of those things. So again, depending on where your sign is, you might feel, even though it is a super moon, you might feel some energy coming in more than other people, and so just allow yourself to feel. But in general, balance is what we're really looking for during a really challenging time in life. Mirror, truth revealed. I like this card. So the reason why mirror sometimes comes up is we have to cleanse ourselves of negative energy, and mirrors can really do that if we pay attention to, again, what we want. So when we do our ritual, typically we will take sage and we will burn it, or of course I have smudge sprays, things like that. But I personally, I like to burn it in my space, and I'm making natural candles as well. White candles are really great for attracting like unconditional love, because this is almost like a self-love practice. And Palo Santo is something else that I sell, and typically I use both of those to balance positive and negative energy. And typically this is a sacred thing that we do for ourselves. We don't have to share it, but if we do it in a group, as I said, the energy will get stronger, because it's like we're all choosing to release anything that we want. So some people might feel what the other person's writing, and typically you're just letting go of negative stuff, so it can't harm you, right? So it's going to amplify. I used my smudge spray this evening that I got from you. Awesome. Good. So yeah, that's something I do encourage to use often. We talked about that in our class today that I was teaching, about the importance of cleansing space, you know, before you're working on things and after you work on things. So for me, I work with clients, but I work on myself too. So it doesn't have to be working on others. It could literally be like, okay, I'm going to take 10 minutes to do my breathing exercise, spray it before and spray it after. And again, when we do ceremonies like this, same thing. Okay? Did you say that good is coming? That's completely up to you, right? If you feel like good is coming, if you want good to come, then maybe that's something you want to focus on during this, okay? I love white candles. Yes, they're anything just like in general, white is known to be a very purifying energy, okay? Okay, so I'm taking my pen. I'm lighting my sage. And again, this is an opportunity to let go of fear. So what are some things you've been scared of lately? That's what's coming up. You know, a lot of people put fear into other people's lives. That's why I was saying when you said, is good coming? Like, I do my best to be as optimistic and honest as I can at the exact same time. Because, again, free will and choice is really important. So, like, the law of attraction is just something I will continue to always suggest, is to be positive, and therefore positive will come, right? That's why I'm saying blessings and gratitude. So, lighting sage. And again, we're letting go of worry as well. And it says change. Yeah, absolutely. You can really feel it, eh? Especially all the triggers I find at this time. If somebody's like randomly messaging you stuff, or I had a lot of things happening today that I knew, like, I can feel when other people are getting triggered. And again, it's just a lot of energy. So we observe it and we notice it, how we're reacting and how we're feeling, because it's not about other people right now. Yes, me too, Kara said. It's okay, the unknown, yeah. Awesome. So it's so good that you guys are just identifying with this. But honestly, when you write it down yourself, it's actually the energy of writing that's gonna help, and then the burning part of it. So, and I'd love to see, to send me a video or post a video or a picture of you burning yours. I think that's really cool to see. The other thing, even using sound at this time to clear space is great. And if you own cards, you could pull up your own cards as well to see what comes up for you. So, okay, so what I'm going to put down is Libra, full moon, March 28th, 2021. So when we do this for new moons, we don't burn it, and when we do it for full moons, we don't need to keep it. And if you keep it, I really suggest not keeping it. But sometimes people don't listen, so it's to each their own, right? It's just a recommendation. So right away, we know that Libra is about balance, so I'm putting balance down. And typically relationships are hang out around Libras as well. Anything to do with even, work stuff could come up as well. Relationships with work, as I was already saying, some things happening. So I'm going to put down I release, and then I'm going to fill in the blank, whatever comes to you. So I release, and then just write it down. And I really don't feel like this needs to be shared with anybody, because I think it's really powerful to just let it be a moon thing. I release, and whatever just comes to you. And I find it really cool to see how you start to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess this makes sense that this has been bothering me. And I recommend not putting too many things down if this is your first time, because it's about allowing the new to come in. Sometimes too much new can really shift us quite quickly. So just be mindful of what comes out and how much comes out. And this is something you can do over the next couple days as well while we stay in the energy. And just breathe through it. If it becomes upsetting for you at all, it's something that we remind ourselves that we get to do. So it might be just to, step back and take a few breaths. I release blank. And then after that's finished, Denise says, yes, please. Okay, so you can just get your notepad and do what I'm doing. That's what I'm recommending. And if you're just coming on, you can catch this on YouTube or rewatch this, okay? And then I say, please allow this to be released in divine timing. Thank you. And then I sign my name. take it, and I crumple it up. And then I make a campfire. Well, I have a fire pit, and I'm gonna by myself just enjoy the burning. So I can even kind of repeat what I said if I wanted to, and just kind of say, please allow this to be released, or just feel it and see it being released, or again, just acknowledge the moon above you, and that's it. And so again, after you burn the paper, if you feel guided towards relighting what you lit already, you might find that helps. But I find when I'm outside, I don't really care to burn smudge and things like that to do that, because I find when I'm outside, the fresh air just kind of takes everything away. It's more when I'm inside that I feel that energy likes to linger in the space. So it's not fear-based as much as it is just more for you to feel as cleansed as you can. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about that, just comment. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and full moon blessings to all of you. Thanks so much for being here with me. Bye.